Indian Foreign Secretary Vikram Misri made it clear on 10 May 2025 at a press briefing that Pakistani military actions overnight using fighter jets, mid-range missiles, drones and loitering munitions on Indian civilian and military targets across the Western Front could only escalate Indian response. On 9th and 10th May, India and Pakistan both confirmed loss of civilian and military lives. Indian military spokeswoman, Colonel Sophia Qureshi and Wing Commander Vyomika Singh, said Pakistan military is moving troops into forward areas, indicating offensive intent to further escalate the situation. Indian armed forces remain in a high state of operational readiness. India warned that it is prepared fully. Pakistan's continued pattern of unabated action are seen by analysts to lead to full-scale war unless military action ceases. Indian military spokeswomen updated media that Pakistan carried out aggressive actions employing multiple threat vectors suing UAV, drones, long-range weapons, loitering munitions and fighter aircrafts to target civilian areas and military infrastructure. Pakistan military also resorted to air intrusions using drones and firing of heavy-caliber weapons along the line of control. From Srinagar till Nalia, more than 26 Indian locations were targeted, but most attacked fall by Indian armed forces. Indian spokespersons admitted that limited damage was sustained to equipment and personnel at Indian Air Force stations at Udhampur, Pathankot, Adampur and Bhuj. And there were also several high-speed missile attacks noticed subsequently after 0140 hours in the night at several air bases in Punjab. India deplored Pakistan targeting civilians like a Medicare center and school premises at the air bases of Srinagar, Avantipora and Udhampur. India responded with swift but calibrated attacks only on identified Pakistani military targets, technical infrastructure, command and control centers, radar sites and weapon storage areas, with minimum collateral damage. Pakistan military targets at Rafiki, Murid, Chaklala, Rahim Yar Khan, Sukkur and Chania were engaged using air-launched precision weapons from Indian fighter aircrafts. Radar sites at Pasrur and Sialkot Aviation Base were also targeted using precision munitions. India denied Pakistan's malicious misinformation claims of destruction of Indian S-400 system at Adampur, destruction of airfields at Suratgarh and Sirsa, BrahMos base at Nagrota, RT gun positions at Dehrangari and Chandigarh Forward Ammunition Depot. With heavy damages to other military stations being propagated on social media. Along line of control, LOC, Pakistan resorted to heavy exchange of artillery mortars and small-arm fire in Kupwara, Baramulla, Poonch, Rajouri and Akhnur sectors continued. Indian Army has responded effectively and proportionately, causing extensive damage to Pakistan Army. India showed few images of Air Force bases in the Punjab sector and Rajasthan sector to clearly debunk Pakistani claims causing destructions at these air bases. They showed normalcy at these Air Force stations. Sirsa, Suratgarh. Runways are intact, showing time stamps of the date. Indian Foreign Secretary Pakistan made ludicrous claim that Indian missiles have hit Afghanistan. Misri said Pakistan continues with wanton campaign of targeting civilians and civilian infrastructure, especially in the states of Jammu and Kashmir and Punjab. There is also, on its part, a consistent attempt to sow discord between communities in India. On 10th May, Pakistan shelled the town of Rajouri, killing the Additional District Development Commissioner Shri Raj Kumar Thapa, adding to the civilian casualties and the damage in that state. Overnight damage is seen to property and injuries to civilians in Firozpur and Jalandhar, among other places. Misri said Pakistan's lame attempts to divide India are doomed to failure.